Yo, Jentle gamers, let's be real. Most people think Tiki-Taka is just about passing the ball around. But the truth is, without the right formation, your Tiki-Taka will collapse every single time. Today, I'm ranking the best formations for Tiki-Taka Football in FC Mobile. So you'll know exactly which setups give you those silky triangles, non-stop ball circulation, and ultimate control. Let's dive in. Now, Tiki-Taka isn't about spamming passes for vibes. It's a style built on patience, short passes, constant movement, and making sure there's always 2 or 3 passing options around you. You're lighting up, short passes, constant movement, and creating triangles everywhere on the pitch. The aim is simple: keep the ball, control the game, and wait for the perfect opening. That's the magic. Control first, attack later. Now that you understand Tiki-Taka, the next big question is, which formation actually allows you to play it? Not every setup works. Some formations are just too direct or too wide open. So let's break down the best formations for pure Tiki-Taka football. Now the first formation on our list is the 4-3-3 holding. And that's because it gives you control in midfield. Because you've got that CDM sitting right in front of your defense like a safety net. He's not just defending. He's recycling the ball, keeping it simple, keeping it safe. Then you have the central mids around him. And this is where the magic happens. They're the ones constantly moving, always giving you options so the ball never dies in midfield. Your wingers? They're not just there to sprint down the line. In Tiki-Taka, they stretch the pitch wide, pulling defenders apart so you can pass through the middle. And when your fullbacks push up and overlap, boom, you've got triangles everywhere. Even the striker plays a role, instead of just waiting for the final pass. He sometimes drops deep, links up at the mids, and suddenly you've got this fluid little passing network. When everyone is connected, that's what makes the 4-3-3 holding so good for Tiki-Taka. It literally gives you passing options in every single direction, no matter where you are on the pitch. Next up, we've got the 4-2-3-1 wide. This formation is more like a safe possession setup. It's solid, it's reliable, and honestly, it's one of the most balanced formations. You've got the CDM sitting deep, and that alone makes life so much easier because they don't just defend. They help you recycle the ball anytime you're stuck or under pressure. Just pass it back to them, reset, and build again. That's Tiki-Taka right there. It's not about rushing. It's about keeping the ball moving until the space opens. Then you've got your Cam, and trust me, this guy is the brain of the whole operation. He's like your Iniesta or your Zil type of player, always finding pockets of space, always available for that short pass to keep the rhythm alive. The wingers give you that width you need, stretching the defense left and right so the middle doesn't get too crowded. And your striker works with the Cam, dropping in sometimes, linking up, then running behind when it's time to finish. So the 4-2-3-1 wide is perfect for Tiki-Taka if you like being patient, moving the ball around safely, and slowly breaking your opponent down until they crack. It's less risky than some other formations, but when you master it, it feels so smooth. Now let's talk about the 4-1-1 narrow. This one is all about quick central play and those deadly 1-2s. If you're the type of player who doesn't really care about wingers and just loves to dominate the middle, this formation will feel natural to you. Now the CDM is like your shield. He's the one breaking things up in, covering the back whenever your midfield pushes forward. Then you've got the TCMs, and these guys are everywhere. Up, down, helping with defense, helping with attack. Always making sure there's an option for a pass. Now the Cam is your magician here. He's the creative hub, the guy that connects everything between midfield and attack. Think of him as the player that decides if you're going left, right, or straight through the middle. He's the one making those tight passes that unlock defenses. And the beauty of this setup is the two strikers. Instead of one lonely striker waiting alone, you've got two working together. They play close, link up with short passes, and pull off those quick wonder combos that Tiki-Taka is built on. The only downside? You don't have natural width. So if you're someone who always wants wingers stretching the pitch, this might feel a bit tight. But if you're patient and love central triangles, trust me, this formation can make you feel unstoppable. Alright, now let's get into the 4-2-2, also called the box midfield. This one is low-key underrated for Tiki-Taka because of how balanced it is. You've got the CDMs sitting deep, and they're like your safety net. Anytime you lose the ball or need to recycle possession, they're right there to calm things down. Then you've got the two CAMs higher up, and this is where it gets fun, because now you're creating natural triangles everywhere. The cams link with the strikers, the CDMs, even the fullbacks. So passing lanes are always open. And speaking of strikers, having two of them again just makes everything smoother for Tiki-Taka. You don't need to force long balls or risky passes, because both strikers stay close, ready for those quick little give-and-go movements. Now the key with this formation is width. You must use your fullbacks. If you're not letting your fullbacks overlap, you're going to feel stuck in the middle. But once they push up, suddenly the whole pitch opens up and your box midfield feels alive. So yeah, the 4-2-2 that gives you compactness, control, and constant passing options. Perfect if you like playing smart and waiting for the right moment to strike. Now let's talk about the 3-5-2. And listen, if you're someone who just loves dominating the midfield and keeping the ball, this is your playground. The whole idea of Tiki-Taka is having options to pass at all times, right? Well, with the 3-5-2, you've literally got midfielders everywhere. 3 defenders sit deep to hold the line. Your 2 wingers push wide to stretch the pitch. And then you've got 3 midfielders, controlling the middle like a traffic jam of passes. Add the 2 strikers up front, and suddenly you've got 5 or 6 passing options every single time you touch the ball. Now the beauty of this setup is that you can recycle possession endlessly. You can play short, safe passes, move the ball side to side, and just wait until your opponent loses patience. Once they step out of position, you slip a quick one to passes. Between your midfield and strikers and you're in. The only thing you've got to be careful of, though, is defense. Because when your wingbacks push high, your back 3 can feel exposed. If your opponent loves counterattacks, you need to stay alert. So it's kind of a risk-reward formation, amazing for control and passing. But you've got to manage transitions carefully. But if your style is all about patience, movement, and having the ball on your terms, then trust me, the 3-5-2 is one of the most satisfying formations you'll ever use for Tiki-Taka.
Keep the ball moving. give them the lead. Mateus. Showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up. They really win the ball back. Can he give them the advantage? Saeed Al-Owairan. JJ Okocha. Could be. Great movement. Oh, they've done it!
So now you've seen it. The best formations for Tiki-Taka NFC Mobile. At the end of the day, Tiki-Taka isn't about spamming passes just to look flashy. It's about patience. It's about always having options. It's about moving the ball until the gap opens up. You keep recycling. You keep your opponent chasing shadows. And then you strike when the timing is right. So whether you're playing wide, narrow, or dominating the center, the key is the same. Create triangles, move the ball quickly, and don't rush. If you can master that, you'll not only play Tiki-Taka, you'll actually enjoy it. And that's it, Jentle gamers. The art of Tiki-Taka NFC Mobile. Now you know the right formations, the right mindset, and the right way to move the ball. Remember, Tiki-Taka is not just passing. It's patience, it's intelligence, and it's control. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Drop a comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another masterclass. Keep passing, keep moving, and keep winning. It's your boy, Jentle Joe.